Hey guys, so I am so excited to be here at the Sweaty Bands headquarters off of Red Bank Road in Cincinnati, Ohio. As a runner and a yogi and a CrossFitter and just someone who spends pretty much 90% of my life in workout clothes, one of the most important accessories for me is my hairband. And before I found Sweaty Bands, I tried a ton of options. They were either too loose and slid down off my ponytail or came down around my neck. They were too tight and gave me a headache, or they were this cheap plastic material that really damaged my hair. But when I found these, I knew that this was the only hairband that I would ever wear again. So we are going to go inside and take a look around and see how these are made. And then I am so excited to announce to you guys that I am going to have a discount code to offer all of my friends and fans. So there will be a link below so that you guys can get these awesome bands too. Let's go inside and take a look. Sweaty Bands were created 10 years ago by Cincinnati and Donna Browning. We'll meet her in a minute, but first, let's sit down with Sarah, Sweaty Bands online and expo go-to girl.
She's a fitness instructor. She has been for about 20 years now, and so she had the issue that a lot of women have with their headbands sliding back, falling out. So she just decided to make one of these headbands. She grabbed some fabric from the fabric store. She borrowed a friend's sewing machine. She had no experience sewing whatsoever.
And I cobbled together like material and velvet. Actually, it was ribbon and velvet and elastic and thread. And I called one of my girlfriends on the phone. I said, "Can I borrow your sewing machine?" I knew she had one.
So what gave you the idea to try velvet?
Actually, it was a girlfriend. She was making some sort of ponytail holder. And she said, "Put velvet on the inside. It won't slip." So that's what we did.
So she started selling more and more out of her gym bag.
I started the website. I was sending them out. I sent them to Oprah Winfrey, for goodness sakes. I probably had 30. And I was like, "Here, Oprah,"
Did you ever hear anything?
Well, we did get on her wow list.
Awesome.
It wasn't like her Christmas thing, but it was like 50 of her favorite things.
That's great.
I know, that was really good. That was probably 5 years ago.
So how'd you come up with the logo?
Oh gosh, I was doing personal training at the time, and one of my clients' sons did caricatures all the time. So I just asked him, I said, "Will you make like a little caricature of me, like holding the S?" Actually, I think when I first started, I was just like this.
The one back behind you.
Yeah, in Namaste, and then I think we added the logo.
Sweaty Bands employs a team of graphic designers to come up with all their cute new designs. After being printed off-site, the material is sent back to Cincinnati, where head seamstress Helen works her magic.
It normally takes about 3 or 4 minutes to make a band, depending on the type of fabric that you're working with.
Helen has been with Sweaty Bands for 3 years. While she is the only full-time seamstress, she has 3 other sewers who work from home.
Like the whole story?
Sure.
Like I was a stay-at-home mom for 24 years, and I've always loved sewing, so I thought I'd see if I could find a job sewing. And I actually found this on Craigslist. There's kind of a learning curve to it, and they liked what I did, so I got the job. The back is velvet, yes, and then the top ribbon, it always has to be a polyester because that's what they can dye. We have 2 companies that dye the top. You can have a band made up for anything that you want. If you want something made for an event that you're doing. We also offer, like if you want to have a keepsake made out of, if you have a piece of leftover lace from your wedding gown. I actually have one right now that someone sent in. I was trying to come, it was an unusual fabric, but it is her, well, I don't want this lady to see because it's going to be a present.
How many of these things do you crank through in a day?
I can normally do, it's hard to say because I do so many different things.
Right.
Anywhere between 50 and 100 for an extra $2. Anybody can buy any band that they want off of the website, and I can shorten it and make a petite.
For people with smaller
heads.
Okay.
And also there are people with larger heads.
Yeah, I was going to say I would fall into the latter category.
people have bands that they really, really like. They've been wearing for years. The elastic gets stretched out for $2.
I mean, how gross is that?
They do get stained.
Once the construction is complete, the bands are ready to be sold, and they are sold all over the place. An area that it seems to have taken to more than others.
Yeah, so we really focus on marathon runners a lot of the times. A lot of people find us at fitness expos. I actually go travel to a lot of them and meet a lot of people, and it's just a fun experience because a lot of people don't know what a sweaty band is, and when they find us, they're like, I don't believe that this doesn't slip. And that's actually where our tagline came from. Oh my God, they don't slip. We usually do Disney. Chicago's a big one, DC, and then we do a couple in Texas.
Okay, yeah, she said that you guys ship a lot to Texas.
A lot to Texas, yeah, and it's funny because where the marathons, our big marathons are where we ship a lot to. So we definitely have our fan bases in a few specific cities.
Cool. All shipping and receiving is handled in-house as well. It really gives a family atmosphere to sweaty bands. While the team is still at work making traditional sweaty bands, they recently launched a new product called the Bee Band.
Yeah.
But I guess I should try the 2-inch.
You should. So it's a brand new product we launched in September. It's called our Bee, and it is sweat wicking and antimicrobial. So it's definitely a different fabric than we typically use, but it still has the velvet lining, so it's non-slip.
And is the elastic in the back the same?
Nope. So it's actually a wrap around. It goes all the way around, especially with the velvet. It's a stretchy velvet.
I mean, this is a hand-painted, like a watercolor design. So everything is like, really we put a lot of thought into every design.
And with all that thought comes a little extra care. Sweaty bands are recommended to be hand-washed and hung to dry, although Sarah admits there are some alternative methods.
So we do recommend hand washing. I mean, the methods I've heard of people washing them is crazy. I've heard dishwasher, people take them in the shower with them and just kind of rinse them off with shampoo. But yeah, I do washing machine as well. We just always say hang dry. Yeah.
So visit the link below to go to Sweaty Bands and get 15% off your own purchase. Bye, you guys.